Alright, here we are on the road to Cavalier 6.1.5. This one is not going to be one of my prouder videos, that's for sure. I felt like 6.1.4 was just so much easier, very straightforward, got through it. Didn't have to use any revives, got a little close, but overall felt pretty good. This one, I took some losses early, which I think made me struggle throughout. That Falcon and Sabretooth, I just scrolled past there on the screen. Those guys gave me more trouble than I really wanted to. Overall, deciding what path I wanted to take, I decided to go down that route where the Old Man Logan and Winter Soldier are before making my way over to Crossbones. I felt like that was the better way, and even afterwards I felt like that was the better way. I think I just played like crap early on, especially in that first fight. And I think that's really what it came down to. One of the things in that first fight that I really I hate is and I do not remember it. I might have just been up on the screen as I'm going back through and looking at all my possible different paths I could take and deciding which one is going to be the least dangerous for me. Is the node where you end up losing like 50% of your health. You end up degenerating it, that 50% health, and then once you degenerate all of it, it all comes back. So you feel like you're getting your butt handed to you the entire time. So as you can see, I switched out through an Omega Red to be able to get some poison immunity. That's one of the things I actually do really like about Omega Red. I don't feel like he hits as hard as he could. I feel like the lifesteal and things like that are a little weaker than I probably would like, just because you got to stay close to your opponent to be able to get the what is it called? I forget for Omega Red, but not the charges on it, but basically, yeah, the closer you are to him, the more it builds up, and the degen will be more effective, the lifesteal will be more effective. I just feel like that takes a little longer than I would like. So, take a few hits from the Superior Iron Man, but this is one of those where I feel like his specials are pretty standard to avoid. Iron Man, Superior Iron Man, not that difficult. It's really just trying to increase the distance. And then, boom, dodge, move in. So overall, this fight goes pretty well. It's the other ones coming up here in a minute or two. Those are the ones that may have caused me to say a few choice words that would be inappropriate to say on YouTube. Probably not, actually. Here we go. Get through Iron Man now, or Superior Iron Man. Here we go with Falcon. Stun immune. Sometimes with some characters, the stun immunity drives me batty. I don't know what it is. I can know these characters. I'm really starting to relearn their special attacks, their heavies, and things like that. Some of the characters that have been nerfed or have had some changes made to them are giving me some difficulty where they used to be very straightforward, very easy. Storm being an example. Still trying to get her timing back down. A couple of years back before I left the game, it used to be so much easier. But it is what it is. Not that Falcon got changed. It still seems all the same type of thing. It's just I'm not happy with the way this fight goes. Way more than I really need to. Just could not get in. That's the one thing about Falcon's Special 1 is even though I maybe avoid the beginning of it and then take all of the machine gun fire, and then all of a sudden it's sitting there and it's like, okay, so I get pushed back a little bit, so I can't quite close that gap fast enough to be able to get any fights in or hits in. I don't know why I tried to go for a heavy attack there. I think it's just sort of out of habit, maybe. That one I'm able to get in on there. But just without getting the heavies in off of a stun, it was just very difficult for me to be able to get a Fury and get a power against. So, you'll see, he's wearing me Like, I'm blocking a lot of stuff, we're not getting hit by a lot of stuff, but it's just slow but sure, taking a few percentages here and there, and that's really what Falcon did to me in this fight. Here it comes. Take the hit, couldn't dodge it, and at that point the bleeds just get me, and it's over. Falcon wins. Stun immune Falcon. Not Captain America, Sam Wilson, but Falcon takes me down. But he's stun immune, so that makes it better, right? It doesn't matter if I have... No, I don't think I have any boosts on this one, right? I don't remember as I'm looking back at this. So, Omega Red comes in, and he's able to start, handling things a little bit better. He's going to be able to take care of Falcon for us and moving on to the next fight. And that's it. Omega Red in, Falcon down. Not happy about losing a character like Hyperion. He's a character I really like. You get that power, those furies built up. So then moving into Sabretooth. Alright, so what can we do with Sabretooth? At this point, what do I do? Alright, we got enhanced bleed, enhanced furies, all sorts of fun things for Sabretooth to do to try and bleed us dry. Alright, is it going to be Cap? Is it going to be Nick Fury? Is it going to be Cap? It's going to be... I don't remember. Who was it? Nope, I need to look at the buffs again. Immunity, immune to bleed. Alright, so, Nick Fury might not necessarily be the best choice, so I go with Omega Red. So, not happy with how things are going, but you know what? It's not so bad. Omega Red can start to build some of that health back up. With some of the lifesteal off the special one. So, let's see what we can do. 50. Okay. Alright, slow but sure. And then just ran right into that final strike. And at that point, I'm bleeding a little bit. Thank goodness. It's like, I think, 90% bleed mitigation for Omega Red. Trying to steal some of that life back. I know if I play well, I can start to chip away at it and actually get my health back up. Nothing significant, not like you can with a Ghost Rider, judgments on a defender or anything like that. But slow but sure, maybe I can pull this off. Not. See what happens. And then try to get in there. And it's just, I don't know. So this is one of the, yep, there it is, did it again. And that's one of the things, I think the timing of the specials on Sabretooth is what gets me. I think that's really what it is. So at this point, I'm down 2 characters. Not happy. Alright, F this. Cap is coming in. Cap's gonna save the day. It's Captain America. Right? He's gonna save the day. Of course he is. It's Captain F in America. This is the standard procedure for Cap. Parry, heavy, parry, heavy. That's not standard procedure. Taking a 5-hit combo from Sabretooth is not standard procedure. This is more standard procedure right here. Nice hit. Look at that. 4,000, 11,000. That's what I love about Cap. You get those criticals on those heavies. Just like, oh my goodness. Normally, of course, on a different node, different thing going on, not having the power drain happening to me, I'd totally be building up that special 2 and just unleashing that thing on Sabretooth. But it just didn't work out that way on this one. But he's going to get him. He's going to finish him off. That's the main thing. That's the punchline. And then we're going to move on from here. And fights get a little bit better until I run into crossbows. Alright, so I take more damage than I would like, but the main thing is I am able to get through, and Cap gets me moving on. So at this point, I think I had already decided that I was going to go that Venom route and see what I could do. Venom, She-Hulk, Old Man Logan, Winter Soldier, and then make my way over to Crossbones. That was the goal, and that's what I do. Next few fights should be okay, just not as well as I'd like. Checking out the nodes and things like that, it's just, they are what they are. Plan accordingly for whatever you end up doing. You know, this is one of those things when I look at some of those other routes, it's really like, do I really want to finish the exploration before I breaker, or do I want to push through and get as far as I can? As of me recording this right now, I think I'm sitting on 3 or 4 5-star characters I can open, and I think 2 or possibly 3 6-stars. The only reason I'm waiting to do this so I can do a video on a crystal opening. I'm going to start trying to do crystal opening videos once every month. That way the next one that comes out, it can be, you know, the November Grandmaster or crystal opening, event crystal opening, you know, ones that you want to pop and watch through. And then another crystal openings on just the 5 and 6 stars, because those are the ones that everybody wants to watch. Nobody wants to watch anybody just opening like, you know, your typical, you know, 2 to 4 star crystals. Unless you're a newer player or something like that, then I totally understand. But I think I know I like to watch and see, okay, who do we get? Who do they not get? Who do they want to get? All right, Venom. Venom, a character not really feeling too difficult as far as avoiding specials. The special 2, definitely a little bit more difficult to get away from, I think, at least in my opinion. The one thing I actually do feel a little odd with Venom, and I don't know if this was a change since I came back or not, but I feel like the sort of like the camera angle here, where when you get further away, it almost turns off to the side a little bit, where it actually sort of throws me off just that little bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's actually even a thing, but that's one thing I've noticed with that get my way. And Cap again. Cap is the man. Pure and simple. Captain America Infinity War, by far my favorite character. He does not have that much. I mean, unlocked, I'm sure unlock, awakened, whatever terminology you want to use. So much better when you've got the other characters with him, because you get those extra little benefits besides the power, that and the insane criticals that you can get. But it's just, he's just a beast. Absolutely a beast. Absolutely love him. All right, going into She-Hulk. Nick Fury versus She-Hulk. Where do I want to Captain Nick? Nick Cap. let's go Cap. Let's get some health up, right? Absolutely. So She-Hulk, another character, feel like specials, very easy to avoid. Telegraphs them pretty well. Not too difficult. So definitely been a fan of that. Love an 8,000 right off the bat. Like that. And then look at that. 2 crits back to back on the heavies. This is why I love Captain America Infinity War. Absolutely. My daughter would tell you that she loves it. I just love the character because he hits so hard. But he's going to take her down pretty easily here. Pretty straightforward. Just crit after crit after crit. Oh my god. This is fantastic. It just goes from there. Nothing really too concerning at this point. Just moving through, taking her down, hit after hit. At this point now I'm trying to bait that special 2 just to get that out of there. Oh, she's stunned. Totally be an easy hit. Just trying to bait the special 2. Come on, give it to me. So on a side note, while we're waiting for me to bait the special 2, has anybody watched She-Hulk so far? I actually just went through and watched, I think, through episode 8. No spoilers for anybody who actually might still be at this point in the video watching. I don't know if they could be anyone at this point. But if you haven't watched She-Hulk, it's interesting. It's very different from the other Marvel shows that have come out on Disney Plus so far. I like it because it's different. I wouldn't say it's something that I want to see more of as far as that style, but if it stays for She-Hulk itself and doesn't really go into other shows doing the same way, I'd probably be down with that. So I feel like the characters are decent. It's fun. It's more upbeat, I think, than some of the other shows. But you can definitely see how it's going to start trying to tie in other things that are coming down the road as far as Disney goes without giving anything away. So I get through She-Hulk, moving over to Old Man Logan. Speaking of Old Man Logan, great movie. Love Logan. Absolutely. So very interested to see what's going to happen in Deadpool 3. Since they're saying it's going to take place before Logan. If it's even in the same universe, who knows? But Cap again against Old Man Logan. And he's going to go through, and let's see what happens here. And I'm going to shut up. No, I'm actually not. And you know why? Because I'm about to get completely wrecked. That's why. Yep. Hope you enjoyed that. This was just another one of those things like, what the bloody hell is going on here? Now I'm down to 2. Archangel and Nick Fury. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Archangel working him down, gets him down against the ropes. Almost there. Bleed. Come on. Little more. Boom. Get back in there. Get the special 1 off if he needs it just in case. And boom. There's your game. Old Man Logan is done. Of course, I took a lot more damage with Archangel than I really wanted to. It's one of the issues with him is that you can take a good amount of damage even while you're in the block. All right. Winter Soldier. Another character I feel very straightforward. To avoid specials on. Special 1 much easier to avoid than the special 2. The number 1 issue on the special 1 is just getting the timing down of those couple shots. Sometimes I struggle with that, but really overall I am able to make it work pretty well. But this Winter Soldier, pretty straightforward. It's just working through and dealing with those hits and the damage you're going to take from things. Not happy with the way things are going, of course. Trying to get the bleeds on, trying to get the poisons, trying to get the nerves. You know, but ultimately, it's not. I mean, I got a good amount of damage on him, but I'm taking way too much. If I remember right, I think I did 6.1.3, then 4, and then now 5, all back to back to back. And I think at this point I was just getting a little silly, getting a little tired. And at this point, though, it's just like, all right, now I'm here. I'm so close. I know I'm so close to finishing this. Let me just get through it and bring in Nick Fury. Let's see what he does. Here it is. Nick Fury does it barely. I was really hoping to get through this, at least with Nick, and not activate the life model decoy. I was able to, barely. I mean, what do you have, like 1%? I mean, like, look at that. Did you even see any red when you look next to his name? I don't. Alright, so now I know we've got some nodes on here. I got to worry about stun is going to get harder and harder throughout. I've also got poison that's on there. My poison immune champion, Omega Red, is no longer viable, but I still have just the tiniest bit of health left in Nick Fury. So let's go ahead and switch out a character. And as you can see, my poison immune option's not the best right now, but at this point, you know what? I got Warlock over there. Let's at least swap him out, get him in there. When I hit save, I had a panic attack for a second that he was going to come in with the same amount of health, but obviously he comes in at full health. So my whole goal was like, all right, I'm just going to wear down Crossbow Warlock as much as possible and avoid that poison, and you'll see that really doesn't go as well as I hoped, that's for sure. The technovirus, still definitely something I was not very well versed in off of Warlock quite yet. I think one of the big things I was trying to do is just trying to, I know the stuns were going to get smaller and or shorter and shorter in duration every time I did one, so I was just trying to, you know, play him like he's stunned, which I think for longer fights in this type of node, I feel like is the better way to do it. You just got to be actually better at it than I am. So getting some hits up, trying to get that technovirus on there to, you know, at least mitigate some of the regeneration. And I just, my Warlock is just not that strong at this point. At least now I'm sort of blocking some of this stuff. It's doing okay. But he's just so strong. Just so strong. Not really going to get anything out of this. If I remember right, actually, once I get wrecked here in a second, I actually had to, pause recording the video, take a break, walk away, come back fresh, because I was just so tired. I think just doing all this back to back, I just could not get through it, and that's the reason you have a jump cut. So came back, trying to see if I can get through and avoid doing a full team revive. What I was trying to do is not do a full team revive. I didn't want to spend the 100 units because I wasn't sure what 1.6 was going to involve, if I was going to need it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to try and just get Omega Red. I brought him for a reason. Let's get him back in here. Spend the 40 and see if I can save. If I can do it with reviving him twice, I'm only spending 80 units. If I versus doing the 100, but I know the poison node is already on me anyway. So let's just get somebody who I know. And as you can see, Omega Red doing a little bit more damage, getting down a little bit better than Warlock was, that's for sure. But regen is still an issue. But it's okay. I'm getting through. I'm doing what I can. So I knew that was going to happen. I knew he was going to wreck me. Not surprising. Alright, thought about coming back with Warlock. Nope, I'm going to go. I've already revived Omega Red once. I'm going to do it the second time. That's it. Hoping that this is going to be enough to be able to get Crossbones down. Crossbones still has a good chunk of health left. Just under half, 47%. Hoping Omega Red can get through this. Trying to save the units, taking way more damage than I want, and just completely obliterated. 40 units wasted, gone. That's it. There's your wrecking of the week. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. Not exactly happy with that fight. Not at all. Alright, so I'm back now. Third time, 40 more units. So now at this point, I could have spent 100 and gotten 5 characters. Instead, I've spent 120, and just to get 3. Yep. Yeah. Again. So, if you've ever seen the movie Miracle, Kurt Russell is the coach of the USA Olympic hockey team, and he is, holding the team over after the end of a game where he saw the players not playing well and flirting and with girls in the stands and all sorts of things, and he makes them stay and basically do suicides on the ice every time he blows a whistle or every time the assistant coach blows the whistle, they've got a suicide on the ice going from line to line, back and forth. And then Kurt Russell's character, after they get done, again, they keep doing it over and over again until like they have this like really inspiring brings the team together that was probably completely contrived, specifically for the movie, but still was a fantastic moment in the movie. That's really what it felt like was going on. Somebody had a whistle in their mouth for Caban and kept blowing it, and it was just again 40 units again. But I finally did it. Spent more than I wanted to be able to get through it, but 1.5 done. One more chapter to go as far as the completion goes in order to hit Cavalier. So, hope you enjoyed this. Please consider subscribing, click like, or don't.